person that's looking for wise counsel, that they're not gonna, tell you, hey, look, this is wrong. You're not gonna you can't sit around wicked people, and look, you can't sit around these wicked people, talk to them, and give them a chance. You're gonna be encouraged, bro. You're gonna fall. You gotta keep taking what I was saying. Can you back to chapter 1, please?
If I ever fall, don't ever let me go far, cause I don't wanna stray on the way to going home. And if I'm ever lost, just look for me where I've gone, cause I don't wanna go right, knowing that I'm wrong. I ain't trying to be your enemy. If I see you falling off, I gotta tell you, we're family. Cause if I'm ever lost, just look for me where I've gone, cause I don't wanna go right, knowing that I'm wrong.
Blessed is the man who walks not in the counsel of the wicked, nor stands in the way of sinners, nor sits in the seat of scoffers. But his delight is in the law of Yahawah, and on his law he meditates day and night. He is like a tree planted by streams of water, that yields his fruit in the season, and his leaf does not wither. In all that he does, he prospers.
But taking Yahawah body and playing our best opposition. Whether on being or traveling seas, that's a true connection. You can believe it, you can achieve. I would say go that distance, but just don't let that get you far away. Yeah. Till I'm doing till when they can make you fall away. Yeah. But homie, that's your decision. When I see you follow other guys, how you talking about being superstitious? So how you calling me religious? Use your intuition.
Back to chapter 1, please.
Yeah. Hey, shalom, shalom. First and foremost, before we start this off, we're going to give all praises and honor and glory to Yahawah and Yahawah only, forever and ever. By saying, Kali Yada, Wakabawa, Wahawa, La Yahawah, Wa Yahawah Akah, Alam Wa Alam, forever. Yo, how everybody been doing out there? Me, I've been at peace. Been learning more, I just want to double back a little bit, just a tad bit, on this casting lots thing, right? Genesis 30. For some reason, that's the hot topic. Now, me, I usually just go say my, I go warn the people, they don't accept it. I just move on, for the most part. But for some reason, I have noticed there's a lot of Torah believers, so-called, coming about, have so many things to say, but nobody's touching Genesis 30. Hey, I gave y'all the surface, bro. You know what I mean? But I guess we're going to have to touch a little bit on Genesis 30. And 31. Oh, you thought you was slick, didn't you? We're going to read. See, when I say unlocking the Israelite mind, bruh, I'm basically saying trying to get us as a nation to stop being stupid and listening to man. When you open up your mind, it don't mean that you start believing everything that come to your senses, to come to your mind. That's how you become Deuteronomy 28 and 28. Struck with madness, bro. So we're going to get into this Genesis 30. We're going to read, though. So if y'all don't want to hear me reading, like I'm not talking about we're going to go to one verse and then we're going to go to another verse and we're going to isolate. We're going to go raw, right? Take away or clip it, isolate it. No, we ain't gonna do that. We're gonna read, and as we read, we're gonna do what I'm starting to think a lot of quote unquote teachers know that they're doing, but and of course they're not gonna say anything, and that's display the truth to the people as they speak it. You know what I mean? I know everybody don't have, they're not tech savvy, but hey, if you can find a way to lie, you can find a way to tell the truth. You know what I'm saying? It's called show and tell. Y'all remember when we was younger, we had show and tell, and that was like, you know, when it comes to show and tell, you can tell all you want. You could tell everybody, yeah, I got a pet iguana. I got a pet iguana. Yeah, yeah, that's cool. But when the teacher say, okay, show and tell, y'all can bring y'all woo woo woo. Oh, my iguana fell in the sewer. Got an excuse. You know what I mean? Nah, but here we're gonna make sure that y'all get the scriptures, you know what I mean? We're not gonna isolate it. We're gonna take it as it is. And if it sound like if it sound like something wrong with it, we gonna look into it. Right? All right. So here we go. Infamous Genesis 30. Woo! Oh man. Let's see what magic we have in store today.
Stop it. Get some help.
All right, man. All right. I ain't finna start this stuff with y'all, bro. All right, Genesis 30, man. As soon as Rachel had born Joseph, Jacob said to Laban, send me away that I may go to my own home and country. Give me my wives, give me my children, for whom I have served you, for I may go, for you know the service that I have given you. But Laban said to him, if I have found favor in your sight, I have learned by divination that Yahweh has blessed me because of you. Oh, damn. Oh, shit. Hey, dang. Damn. I guess hey, Genesis 30:27. All right. Hey, he did divination, y'all. You know what I mean? Hey, I'm finna end the video. All right. Shalom, y'all. No, bruh, no. Just because you see the word divination don't mean nothing. You know why it don't mean nothing? Well, it means something to you and to people that believe that that Yahweh would allow someone through divination to find out, man, look, Genesis 30:27. Now we are going to go into this what we call language, and we're not going to isolate nothing. We're going to find out words, because see, what people need to understand as we unlock this Israelite mind for this Genesis 30, we need to understand that when you're dealing with a captor's language, they have a certain standard of spectrum of dialect, a certain spectrum of speaking. Their words, if we look at the English language in its totality, you can see like the word two and two, right? And if you don't know the context of the person speaking, then you hearing two can mean whatever you want it to mean. If you're going to isolate any, if you're going to isolate any ordeals that's going on in that situation, right? But when we read this language, And no, I'm not a linguistic, you know what I'm saying? Nothing like that. It's just simply called studying. So when I run into stuff like the word divination and other words, does it always mean that? Or does that mean something else that your oppressor put in our Torah? You see what I'm saying? And now we just stuck with it. That's why I encourage people to get it's only a click away. Get the Blue Letter Bible, bro. Honestly, yeah, Bible Hub is cool and everything, but the Blue Letter Bible, at least when situations get sticky and you don't know, you just don't know, you could go and search, right? And not be prone to the snares of man. So anyway, it says Amar Laban, Amar El or Al Namasa Ayan. Where am I looking at? Right here, Nahas, right? Because Laban said he learned by divination, right?
Strong's H 5172. Nachash. Nachash.
All right, Nakash, right? Now, for sure, this word means enchantment, divine, enchanter, indeed, certainly, okay, learn by experience and diligently observe, right? So when we read this verse in Genesis 30:27, and it says, but Laban said to him, if I have found favor in your sight, I have learned by divination. He's telling him, I observed that Yahweh has blessed you blessed me because of you, bruh. Why would he say that? Let's find out why. Yeah, in order for us to do that, we got to go all the way back up top to verse 1. And I'm sorry, y'all, that we got to even go through this. Okay. But since all you so-called Torah teachers know, y'all see this madness, people trying to put our ancestors in some type of divination. And I'm not even sticking up for this dude Laban. You know what I'm saying? Because he just tried to do your cob just dirty, bro. You know what I'm saying? But we about to break this stuff down, and we about to show y'all. I'm about to show y'all, bro, that even this moment right here, when an idolater, okay, Laban, when he's speaking to our ancestor Yakab, with our forefather Yakab, in this context of the conversation, he was telling him, Nakash, he was saying Amar, such and such, Amar Nakash. He was in that form he was speaking, he was saying, I've observed that since you've been with me, everything been great with me. Now let's read the story why he would say that so we can get this context. If you don't want to listen to this, you can leave. But if you want to know if our ancestors were doing divination or not, or if people just sitting there just forcing it, bro. You know what I mean? Because I honestly believe in my heart, sometimes people just don't know. And then they reach a point where because they don't know, they just gonna go with their own thought. You know what I'm saying? But if somebody would, well, no, that's not true, because as soon as you say something, then they're gonna go off the Richter scale anyway. You know what I'm saying? It's people, I've watched it and I'm watching it now. Sister going correct her brother. Brother, ain't no righteous divination. Even though I don't agree with what the sister say, I mean, I don't mean I'm gonna go with it. Good sister, and I still don't agree with what she be saying. You know what I'm saying? But she right on this situation. No, just right off the Richter scale. I ain't never seen him have a problem with her. Right off the Richter scale, we go. Where you go come up here, bro. Chill out. So let's read this and let's see why I'm saying it ain't no. I'm not gonna add to it. I'm not gonna yasop. I'm not gonna add to Yahweh's word. We're just gonna read it. We're gonna read this from the top now. All right. So we can get an understanding of what happened and what was going on and why would he say, you know what? I didn't observed diligently. I didn't learn by experience. Since you've been here, I've been getting blessed. Verse 1. When Rachel saw that she bore Jacob no children, she envied her sisters. So she said to Jacob, give me children or I shall die. Jacob answered her, Salat. Jacob's anger was kindled against Rachel. He said, am I in the place of Yahweh, who has withheld from you the fruit of the womb? Then she said, here is my servant, Bala. Go into her so that she may give birth on my behalf. Right? And say, Salat, my bad, y'all. Oh, that even I may have children through her. So she gave him her servant Bilhah as a wife, and Jacob went into her, and Bilhah conceived and bore Jacob a son. Then Jacob said, Yahweh has judged me and has also heard my voice and given me a son. Therefore she called his name Dan. Rachel's servant Bilhah conceived again and bore Jacob a second son. Then Rachel said, with mighty wrestlings, I have wrestled with my sisters and have prevailed. So she called his name Naphtali. When Leah saw that she had ceased bearing children, she took her servant Zilpah and gave her to Jacob as a wife. Then Leah's servant Zilpah bore Jacob a son, and Leah said, good fortune has come. So she called his name Gad. Now watch after I annihilate this casting lots, is divination and all of this crazy doctrine and all of this, they're gonna try to move the goalpost to this here. Well, what is good fortune? Watch. Verse 12. Leah's servant Zilpah bore Jacob a second son. And Leah said, happy am I, for women have called me happy. So she called his name Asher. In the days of wheat harvest, Reuben went out and found mandrakes in the field and brought them to her mother Leah. Then Rachel said to Leah, please give me some of your son's mandrakes. But she said to her, is it small matter that you have taken away my husband? Would you take away my son's mandrake also? Rachel said, then he may lie with you tonight in exchange for your son's mandrakes. Right? When Jacob came from the field. So we just reading so far. Now, since Jacob didn't been here, he didn't have all these sons. You know what I'm saying? We already know, if we didn't already been reading before Genesis 30, that Laban has been increased multiply since Jacob has been around, right? Because Jacob was a smart man, and apparently he knew what was herding. He knew how to herd. I guess we want to get into that too, right? But anyway, verse 16, it says, when Jacob came from the field in the evening, Leah went out to meet him and said, you must come in to me, for I have hired you with my son's mandrake. So he lay with her that night. And Yahweh listened to Leah, and she conceived and bore Jacob a fifth son. Leah said, Yahweh has given me my wages because I gave my servant to my husband. So she called his name Issachar. And Leah conceived again, and she bore Jacob a sixth son. And Leah said, Yahweh has endowed me with a good endowment. And before you can't try to their endowment has nothing to do with, and I know it sounds deep and wonderful, but it's nothing. Okay. Matter of fact, just in case one person just try to, you know what I mean, Zabah, simply meaning to bestow. All right. Apparently it done got to this point where when we read now, we got to stop simultaneously and go check out words, because at any moment a person can go run up, take a word or two and go run off with it, go ask Chat GBT, and now this is what our ancestors was doing. You know what I mean? But anyway, so she called him Zebulun. Verse 21, man. Afterwards, she bore a daughter and called her name Dinah. Then Yahweh remembered Rachel, and Yahweh listened to her and opened her womb. She conceived and bore a son and said, Yahweh has taken away my reproach. And she called his name Joseph, saying, may Yahweh add to me another son. Right? Now, first of all, all of this is Yahweh. You know what I'm saying? Not once yet, even yet, do it sound like, out of all of this conniving going on, I still ain't seen no magic wonders yet happening. Okay. But now let's get into this infamous. Now we're going to go and read it. All right. And yeah, we're going to have to reading all the way down to the end of this verse. And then we're reading chapter 31 to the end of the verse. This is what we're going to have to do. I'm sorry if you came to be entertained. This is not no entertainment right now. This is a serious matter. Okay. There's no divination amongst the children of Yasharal. None. So much it's not that we're gonna once again, here we go. Let me just go, bro, because I already got a lot of reading to do. And I don't want nobody to have a reason to try to, you know what I'm saying, dip up out of here or something like, oh, there you go. Well, he didn't get to the point. No, bro. You're going to listen, because you'll listen to somebody for 2, 3, 4 hours lying, just lying, pushing a narrative about our ancestors. This is and about our power, Yahweh. This is, anyway, as soon as Rachel had born Joseph, Jacob said to Laban, send me away that I may go to my own home and country. Give me my wives and my children for whom I served you, that I may go, for you know the service that I have given you. So he already know that from where does it start at? I think it's like, well, from the first encounterment of him working for Laban all the way into now, he's been being increased, right? He knows this. So anyway, let's once again double down on this. Genesis 30:27. But Laban said to him, if I have found favor in your sight, I have learned by divination that Yahweh has blessed me because of you. Now, we're going to keep reading, but before we keep reading, I want to do something one more time. I know I literally just did this before I started this. But we're going to go to this word, Nahas. Right? Now, let's look up the word Nahas. Bro, I need everybody to just pause for a minute. Take a look at this screen. This word Nahas, where it's claimed that Laban was telling Jacob that he learned through divination, through some incanting, through some divine, so what's this? To practice divination. There's this storyline, I guess, that Laban was practicing fortune telling or something. It's not like he couldn't just take it as the omen, or taking it as something that it came from Yahweh. He had to be go and get some sage and whatever else that's in your filthy mind to go. Okay, so let's look at the word. We're going to do something very simple. We're going to copy this. And we're going to go to the search bar. We're going to paste diligently observe. Right? Ah, damn. Hold on. Let me just do this. All right. So it's the same Strong's H5172, right? Okay. So we're going to click on this. And no, I'm not isolating anything. But this whole focus is going to be on 33. And the reason why, so person can't be like, oh, you see, he's trying to clip it. No, I'm not. We're looking at what this word means, right? Where it says, now the men, now we're going to read. Let's start at 28. And there came a man of Yahweh and spake unto the king of Yasharah and said, thus says Yahweh, because the Syrians have said Yahweh is Allah of the hills, but not in all of the valleys. Therefore will I deliver all this great multitude into thy hand. Now this is the words of Yahweh saying he's going to do something. And when Yahweh does something, and it's been prophesied, and the people heard about Yahweh doing something or something like that, they look at it as diligently seeing, or they've discovered an omen. You people, man, look. Anyway, it says, therefore will I deliver all this great multitude into thine hand, and you shall know that I am Yahweh. When he says that, that means you will know that I did it, not somebody else did something that did, and somebody else summoned me. All right. And they pitched one over against the other 7 days. And so it was that the seventh day the battle was joined, and the children of Yasharah slew the Syrians 100,000 men, footmen in one day. But the rest fled to Aphek into the city, and there a wall fell upon 27,000 of the men that were left in Ben-Hadad fled. And Ben-Hadad fled and came into the city, into the inner chamber, right? And his servant said unto him, behold, now we have heard that the kings of the house of Yasharah are merciful. Let us pray you. Wait a minute. It's damn new. I said New Testament. Damn near like the New Testament shit. The KJV. That's why I was thrown off. Damn. Weird. All right. Okay, we gotta do that. Sheesh. Okay, here we go. We good. All right. 31. 31. Not 30. And the rest fled into the city of Aphek, and the wall fell upon 27,000 men who were left. Ben-Hadad also fled and entered an inner chamber in the city. And his servant said to him, behold, now we have heard that the kings of the house of Yasharah are merciful. Let us put sackcloth around our waists and ropes on our heads, and go out to the king of Yasharah. Perhaps he will spare your life. So they tied sackcloth around their waists and put ropes on their heads, and went to the king of Yasharah and said, your servant Ben-Hadad says, please let me live. And he said, does he still live? He is my brother. Now the men were watching for a sign. Oh my God, they was doing Genesis 1 and 14. They was looking up at the sky for signs. They were looking for something angelic from the sky. No, you idiot. Now the men were watching for a sign, and they quickly took it up from him and said, yes, your brother Ben-Hadad. Then he said, go and bring him. Watch this. Let's go into this language. Okay, this is it right here. Took as an omen, right? Oh, damn, they go right back to that, huh? Now, we just read in context what was going on, right? So, right here, when it says, now the men were watching for a sign, they quickly took it up and from him said, yes, your brother Ben-Hadad. Then he said, go and bring him. Then Ben-Hadad came out to him and he caused him to come up to him. When we go into this language, was they doing divination right there? So was part of their divination tying up sackcloths around their waist and putting ropes on their head? Huh? Where's the divination at in here? Where's the lots at? It got to be a lot. Where's some sticks at that Jacob was supposed to be breaking up too? When we go back to Genesis, huh? Oh, or is it possible that when you are studying the language just a little bit, you'll find out that when you see certain words, some may mean good, some may mean bad, according to the context. Now, why somebody go back and try to make it seem like somebody being a bully, picking on people, they don't want to be a brother. They don't want to be a brother no more. They don't want to talk to me. Why you not talking to me, bro? Bruh, stop trying to bring divination into the nation and people won't be leaving. Ain't nobody finna keep going back and forth with somebody and trying to knowing, all right, okay. So the first time I say something wrong, I'm gonna get brutally challenged, but I ain't gonna be able to prove my point unless I go and got to Google my own video, because you ain't gonna put a link in the chat. These teachers ain't gonna put no link in no chat, ain't gonna let nobody, you know what I'm saying? Moderators, they are tweaked out anyway. They gonna block you so your opinion, your facts, or whatever it is don't be brought to light. You're gonna get isolated out. So you might as well just go ahead and just, I don't know, maybe you people that see this or see what's going on, maybe y'all just you got tricked into following somebody and got comfortable, and now they done trapped you, and now you can't prove there ain't no divination going on. Ain't no righteous divination, I should say, going on. You know what I mean? When you go into when you look at the word nahas, it's not just meaning divination and practicing some type of wickedness. It could also mean learning by experience or diligently seeking, like diligently seeing. For instance, right here, right? Verse 28. It says, name your wages, and I would give it. Jacob said to him, you yourself know how I have served you and how your livestock has fared with me. Now, what did he just say? Laban told him to name your wages and I'll give it. Jacob said, you yourself know I have served you. He ain't tell him, yeah. He didn't tell him, you know what? Dang, you said Yahweh, you learned through a fortune telling and what? Because Laban he was not Yasharal. He may have been Jacob family, Yakav's family, but he wasn't Yasharal. Let's not forget that dude was struggling when Yakav hit the scene. And then since then, he been on the uprise, right? This is why Jacob tells him in 29, you yourself know how I have served you and how your livestock has fared with me. For you had little before I came, and it has increased it abundantly, and Yahweh has blessed you wherever I turned. So why he didn't tell him, why he didn't tell him, yeah, you learned through divination that Yahweh blessed me. Or you learned through, oh damn, so you learned through divination that I was finessing you to make you think I had the magic touch? Every time you turn around, somebody try to spin a narrative, try to make it look like our ancestors was doing some type of wicked stuff, just like somebody said, just like they try to say, Jacob stole Esau's birthright. Retarded shit, bro. You know what I'm saying? What's good? What's good, Yashaban? What's up? Welcome chocolate coated Torah only wedges. I liken them to these mayo tomato pale folk. Straight up, bro. Now it say, look, for you had little before I came, and it had increased abundantly, and Yahweh has blessed you wherever I turned. But now, when shall I provide for my own household? 31, watch this. He said, what shall I give you, Jacob? What shall I give you? Jacob said, you ain't giving me nothing, right? He says, you shall not give me anything. If you would do this for me, I will again pasture your flock and keep it. Now we're going to find out what's finna go on. Oh. Do 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 do. 31. He said, what shall I give you? Jacob said, you shall not give me nothing, anything. You will do this for me. I will again pasture your flock and keep it. Let me pass through all your flock today. Listen, let me pass through all your flock today. And I'm going to show you what I mean about people not understanding the language and not even giving it a chance to correct them just a little bit. Let me pass. Now, got a question. What does the word pass mean? It means a bar. Like Hebrew, the real word for the Hebrews is abaria, or some people may say ibri. Still the same thing, meaning to pass through. So even right here, he was saying, hey, Hebrew call some, however y'all want to say it. So this is what I'm saying. Y'all got to stop with this English interpretation crap. You know what I'm saying? Y'all have to. There's no way around this. But he says, let me pass through all your flock today, removing from it every speckled and spotted sheep and every black lamb, and he spotted and speckled, and the spotted and speckled among the goats, and they shall be my wages. So my honesty will answer me for later. He ain't say my divination will answer me for later. He says my honesty will answer me for later. So before we even get to, well, first of all, yeah, before we even get to what is that going, what is it spewing about 37? Yeah, 37 and 30. He's already explaining, telling him when all is said and done, my righteousness, watch this. Let's look up the word honest. Sadak, which means righteousness, which also is um um connected to the word for the priest, Zadak. Okay, so he told him my righteousness, my righteous acts, my righteous acts. I ain't even clicked on this. I ain't even looked up this. Let's look up righteous acts. What is a righteous act? That Judges 5 and Judges 5 and 11, huh? The infamous Judges 5, huh? You talk about like the same Judges 5 at the end of the chapter. May your enemies perish, O Yahawah, but your friends shine as the sun as it rises in its might. Right? Judges 5 and 11, that they are delivered from the noise of archers in the place of drawing water. There shall they rehearse the righteous acts. Oh, damn. Look, 86666. Numerology, all of that, huh? They're going to find some way around it. The righteous acts of Yahawah, even the righteous acts towards the inhabitants of his villages in Yasharal. Then shall the people of Yahawah go down to the gates. Righteous acts is how it don't say my righteous divination. It says my righteous acts or my honesty, right, will answer me later. When you come to look into my wages with you, everyone, listen, bro, everyone that is not speckled and spotted among the goats and black among the lambs, if found with me, shall be counted stolen. Laban said, good, or Tawar, Selah, let it be as you said. I want to do a tribute. Was I correct on that? Okay, let's see. Laban Amar Han Hayah Devar. Okay, let it be Hayah. All right. Ha. Hayah. I ain't even finna. Never mind. Anyway, Laban said, good, let it be as you have said. And see, like this is a perfect example because like we know the word good in Arbayah or Hebrew is either, for the modern Hebrew, it's told, right? And for the ancient Hebrew, it's tawah, right? But right here in the English, we have good. And I just went and said tawah, right? Thinking that that's what it was. But then because I don't just try to lean on Esau, like everybody try to claim, everybody listen to what Esau said and don't want to, instead of me going to listen to what Esau say because it say good, I had to go and check and know. And now this is another, what is that, Khan? Yeah, okay. So yeah, because another word for good is also Khan or Cain in the other language. Behold, or though. right? Also, it can mean if, right? So when we dealing with this interpretation, right? This word is not good in the actual language, right? And I take that back. You can say, like, you can say con or came for confirmation of something, but it doesn't mean good. You know what I mean? The word good is tov or tawab, right? But right here, once again, we see the English interpretation is say good. So a person, you see, it's good, but honestly, it's just mean like or behold. But that don't mean that it means like the word good means is con in Hebrew. It don't mean that just because you see it in English. Am I? Well, I know the well. Hold on. I said, as the wife said in previous live, divine your way up out of this captivity. Straight. Nah, for real. Hey, nah, dead ass. But am I making sense? Just because you see it in English does not mean it's the interpretation in the language. You got to go into the language and the context of what they've left us. And sometimes it just might not, you know what I'm saying, add up. Just sometimes that don't mean that, it's tampered with. That mean your dumb ass got to study. That's all that mean. Verse 35. But that day Laban removed the male goats that were stripped and spotted, and all the female goats that were speckled and spotted. Everyone, damn, my bad. I ain't mean to call nobody dumb. I don't want to ruffle up no feathers. You know what I'm saying? I don't know what other word to call somebody that has the opportunity to study, has the opportunity to lead people the right way, has the good opportunity to be a good watchman, but instead rather go on an English interpretation and break it down in their own perspective. Yasap wagara, adding and taking away. But that day Laban removed the male goats that were striped and spotted, and all the female goats that were speckled and spotted, everyone that had white on it, and every lamb that was black, and put them in the charge of his sons. And he set a distance of 3 days' journey between himself and Jacob pastored the rest of Laban's flock. Now, I got a question for you. Are you Bible scholars out there? At this moment, before then, did Jacob have any spotted or speckled? No, he didn't. He took him away, and Laban basically finessed him and slid up out of there 3 days before him. Right? All right. Verse 37. Then Jacob took fresh sticks. Let's go to the language to see if it says Nepal Gorah or Gorel, right? Laqua, Yakab, Laqua, La Makal, or Makwa. I don't know that. I apologize. I'm not no linguistic, but at least I got the fortitude to come do this. Rods. Okay, let's see what a rod is. And watch this. Watch this, y'all. Watch this. Watch this. Rod, stick, staff, and travel, wand of diviner. They're going to take that one and run with it. Not trying to deal with the context of this scripture. Then Jacob took fresh sticks of popular almond and plane trees and peeled white streaks in them, exposing the white of the sticks. He set the sticks that he had peeled in front of the flocks in the troves. That is the watering places where the flocks came to drink. And since they bred when they came to drink, the flocks bred in front of the sticks. And so the flocks brought, no. Because I know what a person's saying. No, why he ain't stopped right there? No, you wizard. No. This is where you get to, this is where your sword, for some reason, it's gonna go real dull right here. Let's go back to this 37 and let's read it up again. Then Jacob took fresh sticks of poplar and almond and plane tree and peeled white streaks in them, exposing the white of sticks. He set the sticks that he had peeled in front of the flocks in the trough. That is the watering places where the flocks came to drink. And since they bred when they came to drink, the flocks bred in front of the sticks. So the flocks brought forth striped, speckled, and spotted. You hear this? The flocks bred in front of the sticks. So the flocks, so the certain herds, he got a certain select of the herd, right? The flock that drink in front of the sticks, right? The flocks bred in front of the sticks. And so the flocks brought forth striped, speckled, and spotted. Read this again. Verse 38. He set the sticks that he had peeled in front of the flocks in the troves. Let's go to troves. Gutter. What is a gutter? The hollow. Okay, which means where water is. Okay, that is, and it tells us, I forgot, the watering places where the flocks came to drink. Now listen to what it's saying. Open up your ears and listen. Since they bred when they came to drink, the flocks bred in front of the sticks. So the flocks brought forth striped, speckled, and spotted. It don't say that he casted a lot. There is not even the word casting lots here. In order for someone to cast lots, it has to be defined as them casting a lot. That cuts out your so-called divination, because right here in 38, right? Y'all want to use 37 and 38. Now let's deal 38 through 39, because then when you do that, now we got to go 2 more scriptures, then 2 more, then we go to another chapter and go some more, because you people don't want to see that it's simple. All you got to do is read it and go to the language to see if you think some wizard stuff is going on, right? It says, and since they bred when they came to drink, what happened? What happened since they bred when they came to drink? The flocks bred in front of the sticks, so the flocks brought forth striped, speckled, spotted. Now let's keep going. And Jacob separated the lambs and set the faces of the flocks toward the stripe. This is crazy, bruh. This is literally showing you that I'm tripping. I almost said David. That Jacob was doing some type of hurting. See, what people don't understand is there's a word called maternal impression, right? And it was like, it's not scientifically proven, so they nulled it, right? But it's a folktale through flockers and shepherds and stuff like that, right? That that when you separate a certain flock, right, and you have the mate looking at something that they might produce, like say you look at, you have them looking at stripes or whatever, you know what I'm saying, when they yeah, you have them looking at stripes or spots or whatever while they're hurting, while they're mating, you know what I mean, I said hurting, while they mating. They believe, they used to believe, you know what I'm saying, that through that they would produce spots, or you know what I'm saying, or whatever. Let me see something. No, because I was gonna go into some information, but no, I'm trying to get strictly to the scripture, you know what I'm saying, because we still got some reading to do. We still got reading to do. I'm sorry, y'all. Now it says, now once again, let's deal with this right here. Then Jacob, because and we're gonna keep going. We're gonna keep reading. Matter of fact, let me finish this, and then I want to go right back to this 37 and 38, because I know how people are. They're gonna try to act like I didn't deal with it, because they don't want to accept what's going on in here, right? And Jake, matter of fact, I'm not gonna go back to it, because we're gonna go to 37. And then it's all gonna be revealed. Okay. I mean, we're gonna go to 31 and it's all gonna be revealed, bro. All right. Now it says, verse 40, and Jacob separated the lambs and set the faces of the flocks toward the stripes and all the black in the flock of Laban. He put his own droves apart and did not put them with Laban's flock. Whenever the stronger of the flock were breeding, Jacob would lay the sticks. Now here we go. Watch this. Whenever the stronger of the flock were breeding, Jacob would lay the sticks in the troves where the eyes of the flock, before the eyes of the flock, that they may breed among the sticks. But for the feebler of the flock, he would not lay them there. So what happened to the ones with the sticks? Huh? What happened? The feebler would be Laban's, and the stronger Jacob's. What was going on right here in 41? It tell you, whenever the stronger of the flock was breeding, this is the reason why the flock that was not spotted, right, became such. He literally, I mean, yeah, vice versa. He literally was doing I'm not a farmer, so I don't know how to explain it, but he was doing a breeding technique, a breeding technique that was believed, man, that was believed. Let me get my words together. That was believed to make your breed a certain way. Okay. Verse 42. And on top of this, we could say this, and that's just on a basic level of man understanding. But in 31, we're gonna show that Yahweh literally just shows Jacob that he did this. It was, when you say somebody is doing divination, that comes from another source. That does not come from Yahweh. No matter how much you want to call him, oh, is he the divine counsel, divine guidance? You don't know what divine guidance is. You people think y'all some priest or something. That's all that is, bro. That's all that is. Some people think that breeding is divination. Look, if that's retarded. Now, I don't, bruh, if you sit there and tell me that you know somebody that think breeding is divination, they got to be the most dumbest person. Okay, let's look up what the word breed is, or mate. Because that's all that breeding is. It's mating. So basically what you telling me, hold up, I'm not finna do this, bro. I'm not doing this. I'm not doing this. So you gonna tell me that somebody think that having sex is divination for that to conceive animals, for animals to have sex is divination? But that's retarded. That's, you know, that's the stuff, you know, I don't know, bro. That's crazy. But the feet look okay. But let's go to verse 41. Whenever the stronger of the flock, bro, you kind of threw me with that, bro. Now, for people to think something like that, that show you they had to learn that from somebody. They had to. Anyway, verse 41. Whenever the stronger of the flock was breeding, Jacob would lay the sticks in the troughs before the eyes of the flock, that they might breed among the sticks. But for the feebler of the flock, he would not lay them there. So the feebler would be Laban's, and the stronger Jacob's. Thus the man increased greatly and had large flocks, females. Wait a minute. Let's see, what does increase? Is it Yasap? Exceedingly, my yard. He increased exceedingly. Oh, diligently. So just like he increased diligently, Laban diligently seen, not through divination. Laban didn't work up no magic to find out how it was dealing with Jacob, and Jacob didn't work up no magic to finesse Laban. It's literally it's contexted to show you exactly what happened. I've yet to see a ritual done out of this. None. Let's see something. All right, so I'm not done. We're gonna go to Genesis 30. To the next chapter. Genesis 31. And yes, we're gonna have to read this too. Sorry, y'all, but we got to read the whole chapter. I don't claim to be some dude that know it all, bro. But you're not gonna trick me. And you're not gonna trick people that, you know, it's a difference between trying to find wickedness in Yahweh. You try to find a way to perverse the Most High. That's a difference. It's a difference between that and trying to figure out what is being given you, if it's right or wrong. But the Most High, it's like he set the stage perfectly. All you got to do is follow the trail. He keep giving us. He even made these people. They so crazy that they messed up by putting English and so-called modern Hebrew in the same app, I guess, or book. Some have books, you know what I'm saying, and allowing us to get to it. Because now the people that actually discern, when they read, they're gonna say, you know what? I'm gonna stop being spiteful and stop thinking I'm hurting his will is real, and just take his advice and go and just get me a blue letter Bible and start studying a little bit. When I'm reading just random words. Now Jacob heard the sons of Laban were saying, let me look up the word. Let's look up what the word say means real fast. You know what I mean? Let me go say, okay, words, the words. Okay, dabar. Okay, so to say or words or speak. Oh, okay. So like haladabar, like to speak would be like halad, like ladabar, which would mean like you're venting, like to express your emotions. So now you could get an understanding on what's going on. So then when you're reading something and then it says a word, and you like, wait a minute, why is that word there? In English, this word means bad, and then it only means bad. Let me go look. Boom, 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 boom. You going to do your little study. Okay. So according to this context of the scripture, they said this, but then when we look into the word, it's these. Now, according to this context, because this one word has multiple meanings in the language, now we can discern from what is right and what's wrong, from who serves Yahweh and who doesn't. But of course, like everybody say, hey, he's gonna give us a pure language. Fuck, might as well not study, might as well not get into the language. He knows my heart, he's gonna just do it. In the meantime, I'm just gonna listen to every teacher and see, and if they say something that I like, then it was sent by the Most High. If they don't say something I like, then it wasn't. Right? I mean, what? Exactly, bro. Come on. Exactly. Do not, Leviticus 19 and 26. Do not eat any meat with the blood still in it. Do not practice divination or seek omens. Do not la'ah or lo. Don't do it. No. He didn't say don't do righteous divination. He said just don't do divination. Exactly. That's what we telling you. He didn't say don't do thou shalt not do wicked divination. No, he said don't do no divination. Why? Because divination is pagan practices. So I don't know what kind of narrative what's going on or being told about our ancestors, but it's not no righteous narrative. Now, there is a difference between righteous narrative and wicked narrative. You got to know the difference between what's right and what's wrong. So when somebody tell you magic, we got good magic, you got to go to the scriptures and you go find out where our forefathers do righteous divination, righteous magic. Oh, it's right here in Genesis 30 and 37. No, it's not. Where did he say we was casting lots? Where is it at? Where is the scripture? Where does it say? And Jacob casted a lot and did divination. Well, no, the divination, you got to go up to 27 because Laban, no, that's dumb. Why would Yahweh? And on top of that, we're going to show you that he's going to tell him by experience. He know that Yahweh was with him. You know what that means? Jacob gonna tell this man, Yahweh warned you. Yahweh rebuked you last night. So if he was doing divination, how did Yahweh come to him? If he was doing righteous divination, why divination? Why the word Nasat? Why don't got no righteous divination? Give me this again. Let me find the word. Let me do what they do real fast. Let me just hear a word, divination. Let me just find the word, divination, any word. Divination. Oh, damn, I got to go up because they don't say Joseph did any divination down here. I got to go up to Laban where he said divination and everybody just go berserk. So when I say divination, you say real talk. Divination is real talk. No, it's not. And on top of that, the Israelites cannot do it. Give me, before I get sidetracked, divination. Let me get this divination real fast. All right. Nahash. So he ain't learned by experience, bro. Okay, divination. Y'all just go and click, bro. Divination. You see, this what he did. So he didn't learn by experience. That's because you're stuck in a Western mindset. You're stuck on Western words. The word Nahash in Hebrew not only means a diviner or enchanter, but it means also indeed, or certainly, or to learn by experience, or to diligently observe. So this man Laban could not have been doing no home or whatever in your mind you want to make it look like this man was doing to get to Yahweh. It's a lie, bro. He just learned by experience, by having Jacob there, that he's been blessed and he's had favor in the Most High sight ever since. That's why he's asked. If he knew so much divination then, and Yahweh, he did so much divination, why Yahweh just didn't tell when he said, "Name your wages, I will give it to him"? Why he didn't just magically, Yahweh, you know what? I'm gonna give him some more money if you make him. I'm gonna give him more stuff if you just make him stay with me a little longer, right? No. So stop that. Let's go to Genesis 31. But before we go there, let's go to Micah 6. Micah 3. Right? And we finna deal with this. We finna deal with this really, really, really quick. It's 12 verses, bro. This is gonna be so simple. This is gonna be so simple, bro. Watch this. Micah 3. All right. And then after this, I want to see how people going. Oh, he's wicked. You know, I never thought I would hear somebody call me wicked for bringing out the prohibition, the prohibition, okay, of magic and divination. You hate Yahweh, bruh. You call a brother wicked because he's warning you and the people what you think we can do, we cannot do it. And on top of that, even if we was able to do it, it's wicked. It's not of Yahweh. That's wicked. You want to find any type of perversions in Yahweh at all. Any. But Micah 3. And then we're going to go to Genesis 31. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And then we're going to see where else, what other goalposts going to be moved. You know what I mean? Micah 3:1. And I said, "Hear, you heads of Jacob and rulers of the house of Yasharah. Is it not for you to know justice? Is it not for you to know justice? Is it not for you to know magic?" Let's look up the word justice, which is sadak, if I'm not mistaken. Miss Pot. See, once again, showing you the difference between English words and the context of Hebraic words, bro. Right? Ordinance. Execution, okay? Is it not for you to know justice or judgment? True execution, right? No, but anyway, you who hate the good and love the evil. It's a good magic and it's a evil magic. No, brother, both of them are wrong. The scriptures say you should not deal with no fortune tellers, don't seek omens, no magicians, no. See, you now watch this. I've watched, man, I don't know. It's like something in the air, bro. It's like, I don't know. It's like I can't explain it, bro. It's like something is going on in this damn community because I've watched people pull up the scriptures and do exactly what the scripture's saying that they doing. For example, verse 2, you who hate the good and love the evil, who tear the skin off my people and the flesh from their bones. I'm gonna have, I want to do a whole another video breaking this down too, bro. To show, but anyway, who eat the flesh of my people and flay their skin from off them and break their bones in pieces and chop them up like meat in a pot and like a fresh cauldron. Then they will cry to Yahweh, but he would not answer them. Right? But he would not answer them. He will hide his face from them at that time because they have made their deeds evil. Thus says, oh, I'm Yah only. Let's go do magic. Verse 5. Thus says Yahweh concerning the prophets who lead my people astray. How can you? Okay, so let's do compare and contrast right here, right? Imagine you around somebody, right? If there's two people, right? You got one person telling you, come back to the Most High, flee from idolatry and abomination, seek him with all your heart, acknowledge your iniquities at all times, and try to keep away from presumptuous sins, right? And then you get another person that's telling you, hey, come back to Yahweh, keep his law and commandment, keep his statutes, and by the way, let's do some magic. Right? Which one is leading people astray? So how is that answer so simply put as you should know who's right or wrong, but for some odd reason, a person would hear this metaphor, be like, yeah, I would choose the person that's just telling me da-da-da-da-da without the magic. But then they're going to go listen to somebody that tell them to do magic. But once again, thus says Yahweh concerning the prophets who lead my people astray, who cry peace when they have something to eat, but declare war against him who puts nothing in their mouths. Oh, I see that you ain't coming to my channel no more. I see because you too stupid and dumb to know that magic exists. So now I can see that you don't want to be around me. You ain't saying nothing. Now we enemies, huh? Don't that sound familiar? Who cry peace when they have something to eat? Because if you comment, then I got some more content. Then people can come click on it. Then I can get some more money. Then I can eat. You feel me? But I do know, Isaiah, I talked to a brother before and we talked about Cash App. Yeah, we said, and then right after that, you know what I'm saying? I just decided to do a video motivating all the Hebrews to tell the Gentiles to give us a Cash App. And that's how it all started. Who cry peace when they have something to eat, but declare war against him who puts nothing in their mouth. I don't care about you. You ain't bringing nothing to us. You just telling us to keep the Most High's law. You just telling us to turn from abomination. You're not telling us to get some magic powers, bruh. Our power is Yahweh, not you and Yahweh, not Yahweh and some spells. Jacob didn't do no spell. He didn't do no divining. But we're going to see a lot of it right here. Micah 3:6. Therefore, it shall be night to you without vision, and darkness to you without divination. Who is he talking to? You see that up? He took away divination from us. You see that up? He took it away. I'll cut you. Who is he talking to? Who is he talking to? Thus says Yahweh concerning the prophets who lead my people astray. You dang idiot. I said Proverbs 29:27, an unjust man is an abomination to the righteous, and he that is upright is in the way is an abomination to the wicked. Thank you. Let me pin this. Let me pin this. All right, that's pinned. Now, the reason why I said thank you, Art, is because I don't know why. See, this is the danger of reading other books, right? There's somewhere in the Apocrypha that says something close to that, right? And I kept saying it's somewhere that says that we're an abomination, this and this and this, and the whole time it's in Proverbs. Now, this is for you people that try to act like, you know, this is for you people that try to act like you got all the answers and you knew it and you know this. You got all I'm a priest. I got all the answers, right? I just showed y'all, bro, not only humility, but honesty. But your teachers try to make it seem like the moment that they pick up the book, they have the answer. How do you know that? Because you're not telling me you can do videos back to back to back to back to back to back to back with this book, that book, this book, that book, this book, that book. And if you wanted to read just the Old Testament, so it's gonna take a year just to read the whole Old Testament front to back. Especially in the time frame that we in now, where we don't have time to just sit down. You know what I'm saying? So how the hell you got all these books and how you know all this stuff? Bruh, stop it, bruh. You just sitting there picking and looking at stuff and go look at the English words and go pick your doctrine off of it. That's what you do. Context is very crucial. Facts, Yashabam. Very, very crucial. Isaiah 5:20. Woe to them that call good evil and good and that call evil good and good evil, who make darkness light and light darkness, who make bitter sweet and sweet bitter. Come on, bro. Who make righteousness magic and magic righteousness. Come on, bro. Like, you mean to tell me? No, man, let's keep going. Micah 3:6, right? Therefore, it shall be to you without vision and darkness to you, without divination. Who is he talking to once again? The prophets, concerning the prophets who lead our people astray, lead his people astray. That's who he talking to, right? So, once again, let's go into this without divination, because maybe in the English, they got a different word, right? Without divination, kasam. Right? Oh, I'm done, bro. I'm done.
Hold up. Wait a minute. Something ain't right.
Now, look at this. Hey, now check this out. Now listen, let's run this right back real fast, right? I understand that I go everywhere. I understand you people have any excuse possible to blame why you don't get what's coming out of my mouth. He stuttered. He go around circles. He don't finish his sentences. Shut up and listen to this. This says without divination, right? Now, remember earlier, I was just telling y'all Just because you see a word there does not mean anything. So right here, you people go here and say, well, this, see, we doing righteous divination. And I'm sitting there telling you, he talking to concerning the prophets who lead his people astray. And I'm going to back it up right here with Micah 3:6, where the word without divination is quasam, which means to practice divination, divine. Who? Of diviners of the nations, Balaam, and of false prophets of Israel, which is prohibited. Bruh, hey, wait a minute. Hey, no. Hey, no, move, Smash. Smash an idol. Watch out, bruh. Hey, bruh. Hey, you already know what time it is. Smash an idol. Bruh. So you people pulling up this Micah 3:6, saying that we have righteous divine divination. He took away all of this. That word kasam in Micah 3:6, where it says divination, it's talk about you false prophets. He's taking away the ability to do it. Why? Because y'all do it. That divination that divination, it's prohibited. It's the same divination that you claim Laban would have been doing. But Laban didn't do that divination, because that divination right there in that word, in the English word, no, that context is just what, bro? Say it. You can say it. It's cool. He just learned by experience. He observed that since Jacob came, he been being blessed, bro. It's okay to say that you wrong, man. But anyway, the sun shall go down on the prophets, and the day shall be black over them. The seers shall be disgraced, and the diviners put to shame. The who? Diviners. Oh, the Khorasan, right? The false prophets, right? All right. So now that we got that taken care of, we're gonna keep reading, because now I know where y'all gonna go. Y'all gonna be like, yeah. Oh, no. Yeah, you're right. No, you're right. It was okay. He was talking about the false, but he is gonna give us magic powers and let us do righteous divination again. All right, well, let's see. The seers shall be disgraced, and the diviners put to shame. They shall all cover their lips, for there is no answer from Yahweh. There is no answer from Yahweh. There is no answer from Yahweh.
Hold up. Wait a minute. Something ain't right.
But y'all spoke to me. Y'all spoke to me, and he told me that it was cool to do divination. I looked in the word, and soon as I opened my Bible, I heard doo-doo. Y'all spoke to me. It was confirmed through sound. When he spoke to me, he told me I could do witchcraft. Just do it righteous in his name. But as for me, I am filled with power, with the spirit of Yahweh, and with justice and might. And why it ain't say I am fit? But as for me, because y'all gonna be like, well, the prophet was being guided by the divine. So isn't that divination? Why wouldn't he say, as for me, I am filled with righteous divination and righteous. Hold on, wait. Let's go to context. This is why I ain't gonna cap. This is one reason why, literally, I'm dead ass serious. This is one reason why I do not do a lot of videos, because I got a habit of doing this when I read. It might take me this was something that I planned on doing for like 30 minutes and be done. I can't because it's crucial that you people understand the context of everything. I'm not telling you to go and do what I do, but ain't nobody finna trick me telling me we can do righteous divination. So let's see what Kawa, power, right? Okay, strength, power, might, force, ability, able, substance, powerful, strength. Let's see, power of Yahweh. I I'm trying to see, is there, because it says I'm filled with the spirit of Yahweh, and so if there's some righteous divination or something, and he was being quote unquote divided by, guided by the divine, right? So why you don't got no righteous, righteous, righteous something, righteous divination from God? Because power is supposed to be divine, right? Shut, man, stop with this dumb stuff, bruh. Hey, man, I bet you ain't know I was gonna go this far with it, did you? Man, do you really think that we could do witchcraft, man? No, bruh. Anyway, but as for me, I am filled with power, with the spirit of Yahweh, and with justice and might. These are the things that this man Micah was filled with while he was speaking to these people. If come on, bro, if these people was doing so much so much wicked divination, why Yahweh didn't just why they didn't have a damn battle off, bro? And on top of that, bro, okay, when we go to First Kings and we look at Elijah and them Baal prophets, right? They, bruh, I'm, bruh. Oh man, bruh. Hold up, real fast, cause all right, nah. I just had to make a mark because I might have to go through First Kings. You know what I'm saying? Because I want to know why wasn't no magical stuff happening when Elijah was, you know what I'm saying? I mean, they was doing their little stuff, but for some reason it was just Yahweh doing stuff on Elijah's behalf. But anyway, um, to declare Yaakov his transgression and Yasharah his sin. Verse 9, hear this, you heads of the house of Yaakov and rulers of the house of Yasharah who detest justice. You detest justice and make crooked all that is straight, bruh. Like, if you are a person that is claiming that you are Yahweh only, Yah only, I don't care what name it is, and you declare that there is magic and divination within the gates of Yasharah, you are making crooked, you are making straight things crooked. You're doing the same exact thing Christians do. The same exact thing. Most High's word pack a mighty punch. Man, I need to catch it. Look, hey, man. That's your, hey, look, praise Yah, bro. Yah, die Yahweh. Now, you make crooked things, you make straight things crooked. Yahweh tell us, where's that scripture I just threw up? Yahweh tell us, don't practice divination, and you want to make okay. Oh, we'll just do righteous divination. He didn't say what kind of divination to do, not to do. Now, why do you think for one moment, bro, that the Most High need you to gain some powers back in order for him to save you? Didn't the Most High tell you not by your own hand or your own sword or your own anything will you be saved, but by through him? So what are you doing? Verse 10 and 11, and then we gonna kick up out, and we going back to Genesis 31. Well, no, we're gonna read the 11 to 12, 10, 11, 12. Then we going back to 31, going to 31. Didn't even get there yet, because you got to deal with this to show you people that ain't no damn such thing as no righteous divination. Whether it's Qasam or Nasak. Verse 10, who built Zion with blood and Jerusalem with iniquity. Its head give judgment for a bribe. If you got a Cash App up, I'm sorry, bro. I don't care how religious you want to call me. I don't care how religious you want to call me at all, bro. Isaiah 55 and 1. Come, everyone who thirsts, come to the waters. And he who has no money, come, buy and eat. Come, buy wine and milk without money and without price. Why? You people that keep giving these people money, you keep going to the... See, listen, I done got to the point. You got to talk to me through titles. I'm not clicking on your videos. I'm not paying you money. For all you people that got a problem with his will is real, smash an idol, YAHAWAH'S portion, you can make a video all you want. If you get paid, people send you Cash App, people send you anything, and you try to at me, bro, I'm not listening to you. You're not gonna get, I'm not clicking on your video to get you some money. You got to talk to me through thumbnails and titles. At least one YouTuber gets it. Okay. Verse 2 for you people. Why do you spend your money for that which is not bread? He's talking to you people, you sheep. Why you keep going over there listening to them when everything they say goes against the Most High? YAHAWAH said this, he said that, and he got the Cash App, but he calls on YAHAWAH. He calls on Yah. Right? Once again, why do you spend your money for that which is not bread and your labor for that which is not satisfied? Listen diligently to me. Listen diligently to me. Listen diligently to me and eat what is good. Consume what is good. Stop listening to people trying to tell you you got to chew the meat and spit out the bone. That's a way to tell you just listen to what, just be around me and listen to me, and whatever you like, consume it. And if you don't like it, you can pitch it out, but just still be around me. Because if you don't, and you take what's out of my mouth, then I'm not going to declare peace to you anymore. Then the scriptures just tell us this. Eat what is good and delight yourself in rich food, in YAHAWAH'S Torah, in his statutes and his commandments, in his ordinances. Delight yourself in those things. That is where you get your power. That is where you get your spiritual growth. You don't need to do anything else. Incline your ear and come to him. He tells us that your soul may live, so your mind will be free. No, not that you can have a free will and have a free mind to think whatever you think and make it, and I no. But that your soul, let's go into this word soul. I'm sorry. I know we talking about casting lots and divination and trying to defend our ancestors, all of this because people want to divert Yahweh's word. But just give me a second, bro. Incline your ear and come to me. Listen that you may live, and I will make an everlasting covenant with you according to where is that soul? Right here. That it's Napash that you. Oh wow, because I think it's saying you delight yourself. Okay, right. Yeah, my bad. I'm at the wrong one. Incline your ear and come to me. Listen that you Napash that you may. Okay. Once again, this is another transliteration of these people, because in the English it say so that your soul may live, but right here it says so that you may live, and the word for you is really is actually ah or ata, right? But in this sense, this would be listen that your soul may live. You don't need the word, that word you wouldn't even need the meaning, because we know who they're talking about. So the Napash, see. Now a person could be like, y'all thought y'all was slick, y'all thought y'all knew what y'all was talking about when y'all, I know what was in y'all mind. Well, Napash, I know that means soul. So exactly. So you, the soul, right? Your soul, yourself, life, creature, person, appetite, your mind may live. So your desire to follow him. Don't you understand? The more that you dig deeper into these other things and you don't consider if they're actually a part of what the Most High says, bruh, don't you understand? Your passion starts to divert from the Most High to all other doctrines to prove that you're right. Your passion now it switches from the Most High to all for yourself. Okay. But anyway, right there, y'all did. If you doing this stuff, I don't got nothing for you, bro. Because that's not what we're supposed to be doing. Now, anyway, it says its head give judgment for a bribe. Its priests teach for a price. Its prophets practice divination for money. For money. You're literally doing this. Listen to me, you people. Y'all don't understand that we are literally didn't King Solomon, didn't he tell us there's nothing new under the sun? Right? Aren't we in trouble for the actions of our ancestors? And if we did not come back to them, if we did not come back to the Most High, then what would happen? Part of that was taking away our ability to think. You think I'm lying? Give me a quick second. I know man, just work with me real fast. You think I'm lying? Deuteronomy 28 and 28 says, Yahweh will strike you with madness and blind. Let's read up a little bit. Verse 27. And Yahweh will strike you with boils of Egypt and with tumors and scabs and itches of which you cannot be healed. Yahweh will strike you with madness and blindness and confusion of mind. Your soul confused, bruh. You understand? Of your heart. What is this? With madness. What's madness? Shagayan, which means craziness, nutcase, furiously mad. You gonna sit yelling at the screen, screaming, tripping out, tweaking, you cuss, mad at people because they ain't commenting, listening to you, because they don't want to believe. They telling you, hey man, hey, it's all love and everything, but nah, this ain't it. Furious about it. You furious. Yahweh then struck you with madness. Why? Because you decide you want to flip his word around and make his straight ways crooked. Oh, and with blindness. What does this mean? What is blindness? Meaning what? Oh, blind, incapacity. It's literally blind. That's it. You have no common sense. No understanding of the scripture. And it is your fault, but you can come back too. Will you? Probably not. It's head give just judge. And look, I promise you, this is really, I'm really low-key wasting my time with this. Cause ain't nobody gonna back me up. Ain't nobody gonna press it. Ain't nobody when the people that listen to it, only people that's gonna listen to this is the people that want to do magic and witchcraft. That's crazy. That's probably the only people that's gonna listen. And then they're gonna go for try to find another reason why they could still do it. It's facts. Well, verse 11, its head give just judgment for a bribe, its priests teach for a price, the prophets practice divination for money, yet they lean on Yahweh and say, is not Yahweh in the midst of us? No disaster shall come upon us. If we do magic and get our powers back, nothing to be able to stop us. Nothing. Yah is with us. Yahweh is with us. All praises. Let's do divination. Is this not happening? Or, oh, I get it. My bad. I'm one of them know-it-all Israelites, huh? That's what I am. That's what I am, right? I can't just be a person just trying to warn people. I got to be a person that won't conflict, to get projected with this oh, you want beef, you want to fight, you want to this, you want to that. I can't just be coming to tell you this is retarded, bro. You are not supposed to be doing this. I'm not going back and forth with you people. If you need some understanding, you need some counseling, just say that. There's no need to formulate doctrines just so people can come correct you, because you're not going to take the correction. You're going to go further because you're dealing with people that don't teach, don't listen, don't do nothing, but just sit on YouTube and listen to people teach them. So they drunk with all type of doctrine. They go listen to one person that got common sense and then come listen to somebody that's stupid. Go and mix them together, and now you got righteous divination. Genesis 31:1. Now Jacob heard the sons of Laban were saying, Jacob has taken all that was our father's, and from what is our father's he has gained all his wealth. And Jacob saw that Laban did not regard him with favor as before. Then Yahweh said to Jacob, return to the land of your fathers and to your kindred, and I will be with you. What he say? Then Yahweh said to Jacob, return to your land of your fathers and your kindred, and I will be with you. So Jacob said and called, listen, because I'm not doing this again, bro. All right. Listen to the story. So Jacob sent and called Rachel and Leah into the field where his flock was, and said to him, I see that your father does not regard me with favor as he did before. Why he ain't say, do divination? I seen that Yahweh ain't with him. I mean, ain't with me. Or he don't favor me. But the power of my father has been with me. A lot. I take that back. I apologize. Wrong context. So Jacob sent and called Rachel. See, perfect example. This is what happens. You get caught up in trying to prove a point so much that you just read past the context. And you do it. And you do it and you do it. Like I seen the elder, and I'm not, only reason why I didn't say anything to the brother was because I believe he'll catch it. And I don't need to, because a lot of times, a lot of you Israelites just want to find something to try to correct people on. Right. But it was just something simple like the snake gonna get heel gonna get crushed, and Eve's head would be crushed or something like that. And it was vice versa. You know what I mean? But I still got where he was trying to come from. But then he made another video. So now I don't know, you know what I'm saying? Maybe it's, or maybe he got a text that I don't know of or something. I don't, you know what I'm saying? But anyway, I made a mistake right there. Let me go back to 4 and read this in context again, right? So Jacob sent, so we talk about Jacob. I was so fixed on Laban. That's what the problem was. Hey, what's good with it? No more lies. What's up with it? Peace. That man trying to tell these people, man, ain't no damn magic, righteous divination. I done already brung out, showed people that casting lots is not divination. It's not. But our people go to English and they fight it up and down. So now we got to come back, because people want to say, because they see some sticks now, they want to say Jacob was doing divination. All type of weird stuff. Anyway, so once again, we're talking about Jacob. I apologize. When I got to 5, I was thinking about Laban, and I started messing up. All right. So let's read this back. So Jacob sent and called Rachel and Leah into the field where his flock was, and said to them, I see that your father does not regard me with favor as he did before. But the power of my father has been with me. You know that I have served your father with all my strength. Yet your father has cheated me and changed my wages 10 times. Did he do that because of divination? Did he have a mind spell on Jacob? Hey, was he, something? Exactly. And that's not divination, though. Casting lots can be a form of getting information, but it's not information. As in order to cast lots, I'm not going to get into that again. If you haven't seen it, you go to his casting lots divination video. But when you cast lot, it's a random choosing of when you're in a situation where you don't know what to do, you put your trust in Yahweh with it. Not going and get some, you got to get sticks and then go do a whole ritual behind it and call all of that stuff. That's not what casting lots is. And our people, they're mixing oil and water, so to speak. You know what I mean? Cool. Facts. All right. Facts. Facts. Cause I'm okay. All right. At least we up on that. You know what I'm saying? Cause our people out here with some mind frame like we was doing righteous divination. There's no such thing. Righteous magic and casting lots is divination. Our people did it. This is not, you know what I mean? Come on, bro. It's not our thing, bro. Now let's go back into this real fast, right? It says, you know that I served your father with all my strength, yet your father has cheated me and changed my wages 10 times, but Yahweh did not permit him to harm me. If he said, the spotted shall be your wages, then all the flock bore spotted. And if he said, the striped shall be your wages, then all the flock bore striped. Thus Yahweh has taken away the livestock of your father and given it to me. He didn't say, oh, thus I have done divination back on him. That's how I got these breeding stuff. Now he's going to explain to you retarded people. I'm sorry. I apologize. He's gonna tell you simple people, okay, what has happened. What happened? All right. Now it say, thus Yahweh has taken away the livestock of your father and given it to me. In the breeding season of the flock, I lifted up my eyes. Now, when was this? In the breeding season. You talking about the breeding season that Jacob was doing right here when he was casting lots. He was casting lots right there when he set the sticks that he peeled in front of the flocks of the trove, that it is the watering places where the flocks came. And since they bred when they came to drink. Oh, so it was in that breeding season of the flock I lifted up my eyes and saw in a dream. In a dream. Now, this is Yahweh. Yahweh comes to us in dreams, in visions, when we were able to have those. Now we do know that the scriptures say that that those things will be gained back. They don't say no dang magic, bro. For all the simpletons in the back, it don't say he gonna give us magic back. It say he gonna give us dreams and visions back. But we can't even trust that now, because you idiots think, the same ones that think, oh, I'm gonna get Dragon Ball Z powers. The same ones that be like, I had a dream. I was talking to you on YouTube. I had a dream just like this. Smash an idol. Looking ass dude. Then the angel of Yahweh said to me in a dream, quick question, anybody, hey, just put a Y or something in the chat real quick. If Yahweh speaks to his people in dreams and visions, or he speak to them through magic and spirits. I mean, because this right here, this verse 11, it says the angel of Yahweh said to him in a dream, Jacob, and I said, here I am. And he said, lift up your eyes and see all the goats that mate with the flock are striped, spotted, and mottled, for I have seen all that Laban is doing to you. I am Yahweh of Bethel, where you anointed a pillar and made a vow to me. Now rise, go out from his land, and return from the land of your kindred. Listen. Then Rachel and Leah answered and said to him, is there any portion or inheritance left to us in our father's house? Are we not regarded by him as foreigners? For he has sold us, and he has indeed devoured our money. All the wealth that Yahweh has taken away from our father, all the wealth that Yahweh has taken, not you have taken through divination, but Yahweh has taken away from our father, belongs to us and to our children. Now then, whatever Yahweh has said to you, do. So all of this, and we're going to keep going. We shouldn't have to keep going with this, but we're going to do it. We're going to keep going a little more. Right. Now, why don't it say, like, you know what I'm saying? You know, I mean, anything. Yeah, I see you work your magic. Okay, exactly. Visions, exactly. It don't say none of that. It just say what? Right here. All the wealth that Yahweh has taken away from our father belongs to us and to our children. That if he did some type of divination, women, bro, they gonna tell it all. They gonna tell you exactly what's on their mind, right? If he did some divination or something, they would have like, all the wealth that you claim Yahweh gave you, it came from divination. Stop, bro. So Jacob arose and set his sons and his wives on camels. He drove away all his livestock, all his property that he had gained, and livestock in his possession that he had acquired in Pandan Aram, to go to the land of Canaan to his father Isaac. Right? Laban had gone to shear his sheep, and Rachel stole her father's household gods. And Jacob tricked Laban, the Aramean, by not telling him that he intended to flee. He tricked Laban. He didn't cast a spell on Laban. He didn't do any witchcraft on Laban. Let's see. Did he hypnotize him? Oh, just deceive? Oh, okay. To carry away. Right? Oh, I thought it was going to tell me he tricked him, means he's casted a spell on him or something. But nah, all right, it don't say that. Cool. All right. So now that we've dealt with that, let's keep it moving, right? It says Laban had gone, okay, I've read that part. And Jacob tricked Laban, the Aramean, by not telling him that he intended to flee. He fled with all that he had and arose and crossed the Euphrates and set his face toward the hill country of Gilead. When it was told Laban on the third day that Jacob had fled, he took his kinsmen with him and pursued him for 7 days and followed close after him into the hill country of Gilead. But Yahweh came to Laban, the Aramean, in a dream. Now we can say that this is Yahweh doing something through Laban. Okay, so that cuts your righteous divination up right there. But Yahweh came to Laban the Aramean in a dream by night and said, be careful not to say anything to Jacob, neither good or bad. He rebuked him and he warned him. So why wasn't Laban doing sorcery right there? Why if he was doing sorcery and witchcraft or divination, so much like you claim, why couldn't he juice up, sauce something up together, mix something up, mix up a potion, okay, to get to keep Jacob? Or why didn't he fight against Yahweh? Because he definitely didn't want him to leave, and Yahweh wanted him to leave. There's no divination that can be done to Yasharal if they following Yahweh, bro. So what makes you think that he was able to do some divination and get some type of overpass, like he could get to Yahweh before Jacob? And Laban overtook Jacob. Now Jacob had pitched his tent in the hill country, and Laban with his kinsmen pitched tents in the hill country of Gilead. Bruh, do I really got to keep going? There's nothing else here that we could do here. I should do. Come on. Hey, I got a quick question, bruh. Do I literally have to go and read the rest of this Genesis, bruh? Do I? Because it clearly shows there was not one thing of divination in here. I literally proved there was no type of magic, no type of incanting spirits, no type of, not even casting lots in Genesis 30 through 31. And you can't isolate Genesis 30 and 37 through 38. You can't just isolate, or 27 through 38. You can't isolate that because there's a story, a backstory in Genesis 31. Man, bro, why this nigga always gotta try to smash him? Oh man, I can't do magic no more.
No, God, please, no, 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 no.
Bruh, this. I don't want to hear no more about this. I don't want to hear no more about Genesis 30. As a matter of fact, now that I think about it, I just thought about this, but this is a quick read and it's so simple. I don't understand why nobody, all you Torah people that claim the Most High is using me, I'm elevating, I'm lifting, I feel his presence. Why you can't go against these sorcerers then coming against Yahweh's word with just the total scripture? You don't need this precept and that precept. I gotta go get these deep. You don't need nothing but the context where they keep trying to bend Yahweh's scripture. For instance, Genesis 44. Now let's read 1 through 15 and see if Joseph was doing divination, or did he admit he was doing divination? This is dumb. Then he commanded the steward. Wait a minute. First of all, Joseph test his brother. I don't even go by that all the time. But this right here, this title right here don't even mean nothing because they put that there. But we gonna show you that this is exactly what it is. Didn't even need this title to even understand this. Verse 1. Then he commanded the steward of his house, fill the men's sack. Listen to the damn story, bruh. Don't tune in after you hear verse 15. Y'all gonna hear a magic word, divination, and then you gonna click. Listen to this story from verse 1 all the way until we're done with it. Then he commanded the steward of his house, fill the men's sack with food, as much as they can carry, and put each man's money in the mouth of his sack. and put my cup, the silver cup, in the mouth of the sack of the youngest with his money for the grain. And he did as Joseph told him. As soon as the morning was light, the men were sent away with their donkeys. Wait, let's make sure that we got a clear understanding of what's going on. Joseph commands his assistants or his servants to go and fill up the sacks with food, right? As much as they can carry. And he told him to put money in each of their sack. And he tells him, and put my cup. What's the word for put? Sam means what? To appoint or lay, to set, or to place. So he told him to place his cup in their bag, right? In the mouth of the sack of the youngest with his money for the grain. And he did as Joseph told him. So what did he do? He put a cup, the cup, which is supposed, remember, now you listen to this. Y'all need to understand the concept of who we're dealing with, the people that we're dealing with. In ancient Egypt, it wasn't just anybody that could work, that could do magic and all of that stuff. It was supposed to be special people that were inside of the king's mansion, the king's castle, whatever it is, right? It wasn't just anybody. If they found out that you had a power like that, you coming up there with us. Well, I mean, with them, with them. Y'all know what I mean, right? So we know that when we read this story, why they would believe that Joseph's saying, because they would think that he would know divination, because he's supposed to be, they think he's this great king, or they think they know he the governor, right? Or yeah. So anyway, so it says, and he did as Joseph told him. As soon as the morning was light, the men were sent away with their donkeys. They had gone only a short distance from the city. Now Joseph said to his steward, up, follow after the men, and when you overtake them, say to them, why have you repaid evil for good? Is it not from this that my basically my master drinks, and by this that he practices divination? You have done evil in doing this. Is it not from this? You see that? Joseph said he did divination. Now, let's put this in context. So you mean to tell me that Joseph, he goes and tell his people, no, wait, I'm gonna keep reading because it's gonna be said twice anyway, right? This is gonna be said twice. So this is Joseph speaking and saying, he said, up, follow after the men, and when you overtake them, say to them, why have you repaid evil for good? Is it not from this that my Lord drinks, and by this he practices divination? You have done evil in doing this. Now he know that they're gonna believe this anyway because of the position that he in. So they're gonna think he knows these things by divination, even though nobody did it. Right? Nobody took nothing. He's messing with them. When he overtook them, he spoke to them these words. They said to him, why does my Lord speak such words as this? far be it from your servants to do such thing. Behold, the money that we found in the mouths of our sacks, we have brought to you from the land of Canaan. How then could we steal silver or gold from your Lord's house? Now, answer me this. No, I'm gonna keep going. Whichever of your servants is found with it shall die, and we also will be your Lord's servants. He said, let it be as you say. He who is found with it shall be my servant, and the rest of you shall be innocent. Come on, bruh. So you mean to tell me you don't get the fact that this man, Joseph, not only is he missing his brothers, but he wants to get some type of get back. He wants to see if they got some type of remorse about what they done did, bro. Okay. You don't see that he's setting them up to make them think they're like some type of bad omen or judgment is on them. Anyway, he searched beginning with the eldest and ending with the youngest, and the cup was found in Benjamin. Then they tore their clothes, and every man loaded his donkey, and they returned to the city. When Judah and his brothers came to Joseph's house, he was still there. They fell before him to the ground. Joseph said to them, what deed is this that you have done? Do you know not that a man like me can indeed practice divination? Bruh. Think about this. And they ain't even no big think about it. When you read this from 1 through 15, this passage is not saying that Joseph is admitting to doing divination. He's literally messing with his brothers. He had his servant take his cup, put it in the bag, then let them go a distance away, and then had his people pull up on him like, yeah, y'all got a cup, and you ain't think we would know this? Our Lord practices witchcraft. He would know. He practices fortune telling. They think oh shit, the Egyptians are powerful. They known for this. They known for the magicians and shit. Damn. Oh, we messed up. But they telling them, nah, we ain't did. They tell them so much shit. If you think we did it, we'll be a slave. He did all that to make them come back, bro. With his brother. He didn't admit to doing no divination, and don't sit there and say, well, Joseph lied then. You're a liar. You're lying, trying to bend scripture. Don't try to call Joseph no liar, because he testing his brothers to see if they have a change of heart. So all of this stupid stuff, you know what I'm saying, about our ancestors was out there doing sorcery and righteous witchcraft, all of that stuff, man, that stuff is not it, bro, at all. You know what I'm saying? Now, I know somebody I know the goalpost gonna be moved again, or somebody gonna be unsatisfied with how I broke it down. And well, you could have went to First Kings, you could have went here. Well, I did what I could do. What y'all need to do is start reading in context what's going on, instead of just listening to people, instead of just reading this English version, you know what I mean? And, you know, basically putting that you know, y'all know what I'm saying, bro. With these words that we supposed to be trying to learn, right? So-called divination. It has way more than just one meaning. Y'all, if anybody can see with their own two eyes and read, then it shouldn't be no reason why somebody can trick you, bro. You know what I'm saying? When people do this stuff, they basically trying to tell you that when they tell you you can do divination and stuff, they're literally telling you to do fortune telling. You think, anyway, bro, you know what I mean? Y'all gotta get out this mind frame. I ain't even finna waste no time. Let me do something fast. I guess I'm gonna play a song. I'm gonna give it a little bit. I'm gonna give some time just in case somebody want to come in. Look, it's right. I'm off. You know what I'm saying? Just in case somebody want to come in real fast. You want to argue your opinion? I'm gonna give it. I'm gonna play. Let me see. Let me play something. Oh no. No, I ain't gonna play nothing. I mean, link there. Anybody want to come in, you can. Let me see. You know, I don't know. I don't really got nothing else. I'm tired of hearing these songs. I got some more music coming out soon. Well, I ain't gonna say soon, whenever the Most High, put it on me. But I guess that's it. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna play the song. If don't nobody hit the link by then it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, let's see. Here we go. Fuck it. We going.
If you ain't trying to get to this store, get out my presence. Stay off my line with all that family, ain't no blessings in it. We don't lie, all lies in our direction. It's Shalom, YAHAWAH'S, God's full pressure. If you ain't trying to get to this store, get out my presence. Stay off my line with all that family, ain't no blessings in it. We don't lie, all lies in our direction. It's Shalom, YAHAWAH'S, God's full pressure. First of all, before I start, let me give all praises to my king. How could I lie and deny the time he's looking out for me? I've been somewhere with a shofar trying to warn my people clean. It's some people full of pride, I got a problem, my smoke tree. Y'all can't read around the bush, you know exactly what I mean. Have me pacing back and forth, sometimes my wife gotta tell me breathe. Can you believe me? Out of your destiny, tell me to read. Y'all be the same reason why I be tripping and tweaking and telling your ass to leave. It get better as it go, I see the wicked as it cleans. I just watch you from a distance as a heap of blood and sneeze. They can keep on trying, all they want to. It's full pressure. Stay away from me. Like how many times I told these questions, please don't pray for me. Lying to my people make me mad, please don't play with me. I know some Israelites are dying, hoping they see slaying me. It's full pressure. You see the first things is first kings. Something about who you serving. The thought I had to ask is so disturbing. The got you swerving. You swear the devil's lurking. I can't wait to see everything is gonna happen. Say now you're angry. All I can hope and pray is that I'll be worthy. Oh yeah, I hope you heard me. If you ain't trying to get to the store, get out my presence. Stay on my line with all that folly, ain't no blessings in it. We don't lie, all lies and hard direction. Hey, Shalom, YAHAWAH'S full pressure. If you ain't trying to get to the store, get out my presence. Stay off my line with all that probably ain't no blessings in it. Don't lie, all lies in all directions. Hey, Shalom, YAHAWAH'S full pressure. That means full pressure. Just cause I be nice, don't mean it's nice. Yahawah must have rubbed up some feathers on my latest song. It's like he flickering the lights, there's too much going on. Brother, please can't you see we need to get along? That's crazy, I got heaters in my DM trying to tag along. First they try to bring us up, then they bring us down. Come around, talk about your whereabouts, then and now. It's like nobody knows us, even though you say it loud. You can see, they know exactly what I'm talking about. Ain't nobody let you open your eyes except Yahawah, so why you keep on bothering me? You need to make your mind a vision following Yah, or you gon' run up behind somebody trying to deceive. I ask because I really wanna know, is you searching for the truth? Family, here we go. I try to warn them loud and clear, but they don't hear me though. Make me wanna drop to my knees, throw some dirt up on my head and then scream in disbelief what it's gon' be. Is you trying to flee Babylon and leave, or believe in this wicked scheme? Selling us a dream captivity, got us weakening the wicked in the deed. As we feed on every single bit of business on the media to see how you gotta read the cop, they gotta think. Take your time and patience, read. No, we don't make it a personal beef. I told them we was the chosen seed, but it's basically Negro please what they telling me, though I can't. Yahawah must have rubbed up some feathers on my latest song. It's like he decorating the lights, there's too much going on. Brother, please can't you see we need to get along? That's crazy, I got heaters in my deal try to tag along. At first they try to bring us up, then they bring us down. Come around, talk about the whereabouts, then and now. It's like nobody loves us, even though they say it loud. If you can see, you know exactly what I'm talking about. Hey, hey.
Yeah, man. Leviticus 20:27. A man or a woman who is a medium or a necromancer shall surely be put to death, bruh. Shall surely be put to death. They shall be stoned with stones. Their blood shall be up on them. It's not on me no more. That feeling of I should have said something is done. Genesis 30 been dealt with. 31. Casting lots is not divination. Our ancestors, the righteous ones, were not dealing in divination. Genesis 44 does not admit Joseph to doing divination. He was testing and basically making fun of his brothers. He was doing what a lot of our people are victim to. And that's being tricked. They believed him because they were in a position that the position they were in. You know what I'm saying? So with that being said, cut the crap out. There is no such thing as righteous divination. Genesis 30 has just been dealt with. Shalom.